Obsessive compulsive disorder came on me like a summer storm. No, a freight train would be more apt, and I had absolutely no idea what was happening. All of a sudden, I thought that if I didn't put quotation marks in just the right place on a paper, I had committed plagiarism. My college used the honor system, so I was afraid I would get kicked out of school for not erasing a period and then putting it right back where it was. I needed constant reassurance that I had not done anything wrong. I was terrified of setting my dorm on fire, so if I went home for the weekend, I took everything that, in my mind, could suddenly burst into flames. That included the coffee pot, stereo, and even the alarm clock. I found that if I left them in my dorm, I would have to go back and get them after I had already driven most of the way home. See how irrational all of these examples are? Well, that's one part of OCD. The sufferer knows what they are doing is completely out of the ballpark irrational, but is compelled to complete the compulsion. The thought, if I leave the coffee pot in my dorm room, it will catch on fire and kill everyone, is the obsession. The act, taking the coffee pot out of the room and home with me, is the compulsion. I was 19, about to turn 20, and was a sophomore in college when this hit me. I had no clue why I had to check the door an embarrassing amount of times in order to make sure it was locked. I literally thought I was losing my mind. This is before OCD entered popular culture and everyone self-diagnosed with OCD. Just because you enjoy having a clean house or like symmetry does not necessarily mean you have obsessive compulsive disorder. At all. If it causes you no distress and you do not spend at least an hour per day obsessing or performing the compulsions, you do not have OCD. I was put on medication and went to therapy. I learned about OCD and realized I had not truly lost my mind as I had previously thought. With the appropriate interventions such as medication and therapy, OCD is manageable. After learning coping skills and sticking to a medication regimen, OCD can be tamed. Not cured, but tamed. It's still something I wouldn't wish on my worst enemy.